and welcome to the Intuitive Messenger channel. They call me Mitchell, and this is your energy forecast, spiritual development, and oftentimes intuitive development for today, Friday, October the 24th, 2014, as well as October 25th, 2014. I want to say hello to all the Kiwis and Aussies and anybody who pretty much received this message on the next day, because I know there are many of you that are like 12, 14 hours ahead of me, and this is one of the reasons why I do 2 days. I was doing the whole week. It didn't work so well for me. It just felt off. But then Spirit gave me this, which worked out really well for the month of October. So first of all, I am so very, very excited. The first time Jamie and I, Jamie the Psychic and the Intuitive Messenger Mitchell, we are going to team up for a live event. We've talked about it. We've been doing Blog Talk Radio for almost 2 years now. So it is going to be Sunday, November the 16th. We're on Eventbrite, but we've been posting it all over our pages. But it's $20 now online, $25 at the door. Tickets are limited. It's at Holly and Dolly's, which is this cool bar. And the funny thing is, that is the first place and first time I ever met Jamie in person when she was singing. She was smoking a cigarette, drinking a beer, and eating hot wings and jumping on stage singing. So I love that we're going back there for this first event. So check it out on our Facebook pages and check out intuitivemessenger.org for my specials there. So let me dive right in. Today, number 24, the 24th of the day. The way I work is with major arcana numbers and following them in the development of the day. So 24 boils down to number 6 because there's not a 24th major arcana in my decks. But 6 is our lover's card. So today we've got that lover energy, that union, that combination, that soul contract, soul twin flames, whatever you want to call it. So that energy is available for you today. All the numbers added up today give you 14. 14 is temperance. It's about being tested, trialed, put under the fire, heated and cooled to be made stronger, to be made more virile and just able to function throughout the day. And then 14, 1 plus 4 equals 5. 5 is the faith card. That's about often our religion, our institutions, our universities, our schools, our teachings, our belief systems with which we work in. And then the cards that I pulled for today from yesterday was the dog, which is about a loyal friend, that companion, that best friend. Sometimes it's just loyalty, someone who's going to be there with you. And then I pulled 6 of Cups, which was about reminiscing from things of the past. Really felt like you might run into some old friends, today. So that kind of still goes along with today, but because of the energy is influenced and changed by us all the time. I spoke about that yesterday or the day before, and I'm going to talk about it again today because of a personal experience. That will be the teaching part. So I pull another card. So the Lenormand for today is going to be 10 Scythe. So this card is about cutting things off, ending it. This can be about surgery for some people, which is funny because the story I'm going to tell you. But it's Jack of Diamonds, which would be our Knight of Coins. So that's that slow-moving energy. But sticking true to Lenormand, cutting things off, ending things, harvesting things, pulling out the big guns. And, of course, 10 is a powerful number for me. 10 keeps showing up all over this month of 10. 10 is a big number for Jamie as well. Danger, sharp decision, accident, separation, so all those things that a scythe can do. And then the tarot for today is going to be, by the way, the cards I use are Ciro Marchetti, or as I say, Ciro Marchetti. I'm from the South Florida. From the South in Florida, not South Florida. That's where he's from, is South Florida. So the tarot to go along with today, almost pulled 2 cards, is going to be Faith card number 5. You can't make it up, people. And lately, have you not seen how many times the numbers are hitting right on with the day? Thank you. I'm not crazy, right? Okay, good. Yes, I do connect directly with Spirit and talk to them. So 5, faith, institution, our belief system. This is also the Pope or the Hierophant, so it could be our spiritual teaching as well. So today, I feel like we're going to sever some of our belief systems. We're going to release what has probably held us in place. That dogma, that is kind of like, and many of you, I know you struggle with where you've been. And, I remember there were 3 things when I kind of walked out of the church. 3 things. Where does Jesus fit into all this? What about the fellowship aspect of church? And tithing. Sorry. So all of that I've come to grips with, and that's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother series right there. But in bullet points, Jesus, amazing teacher. His teachings are more powerful to me than ever before. Fellowship, Hey, how you doing? We're doing it right now. Cosmic Caffeine. I have friends around the world. I meet at conferences. This is my church right here. This is my church. And on Sunday nights is my church. And then tithing, once again, right now, every day I spend about 45 minutes to an hour giving back. That is my tithe. It does not always have to be financial. And there is a lot of times that I do give my own personal funds away places, nobody's business but my own. But anyway, so those were coming to grips with that. Moving on. Tomorrow is the 25th. 25 is 7 because 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 is our chariot card. 7 is the chariot energy of this entire year. 2014 is chariot energy. Fast, moving, quick decisions. It can be sometimes you can be stuck because the card can give you the opposite energy as well, but it's typically that fast moving, often polarized. Black and white. Which way do I go? Left or right? And there's no in between. And then 7, all the numbers add up to 15, which is our devil card. Devil card can often be about being stuck, trapped in place, held back in fear, addictions, chained, things like that. Whenever I slur words, I need a drink. It's a new game. If you ever played the Hi Bob game, you know what I'm talking about. Bob Newhart show? I did. That's why I don't drink anymore. So that's what the devil can bring. But also 15, devil card, ends up being lover's card. Very interesting. If you know tarot, they often look very similar. There's a man and a woman with this being above them, either the devil, the lover's card, man and a woman with an angel. Very similar. They reflect each other. So it's always beautiful when you see those reflections and those parallels, I should say. Lenormand for tomorrow, which is the 25th of October, is going to be mice, and it's number 23. So tomorrow, interesting, tomorrow is the day when our Mercury retrograde is ending, but remember, from what I've learned, it wanes, just like the light of the day. When the sun goes down, you can no longer see the sun. There's still light shining, so there's still some energy of the light. So as Mercury retrograde is kind of closing, it's ending tomorrow, it goes direct. It's still got a little feel, so just be aware of that. But the mice are nibbling away, eating underneath. This card can often represent like cancer because it nibbles away inside when you don't see it. The mice often behind the scenes, at dark, at night, nibbling away, and you turn on the light and go, oh my gosh, what happened? So the tarot card to go along with the mice is going to be Ace of Swords. Funny, I saw this card earlier when I shuffled. So the Ace of Swords, new thought, new idea, new beginning, air element. Logic, things of law and order and organization. So tomorrow there's going to be, I'm going to say it's like a new thought to all the disorganization. Somebody this morning posted, feeling, how you put a little feeling icon, shitty day. And I just responded, this is, my new mantra is, would you like me to continue to support that belief you have? Because I will, and make it a shitty day for you if you want. I'll co-create that shitty day if you want. But my new mantra is, or would you like me to co-create something beautiful with you? And this person, hello if you're watching, I just said, you know what, shit is a great fertilizer. So I hope you grow something wonderful and amazing today. And then I just said, sending you high vibration. I always feel funny when I post that because I'm like, I hope they understand what I'm saying. I hope they're on board with my belief system. Of course, they thanked me and said, wonderful. So yes, we're co-creating something beautiful. We're going to grow something beautiful out of that pile of manure. So today, something new out of this mice card, this mice energy. And moving into some of the spiritual teachings. So, the woman who did my palms that I was raving about, truthinhand.com, truthinhand.com. Check her out. Lisa is amazing. She gave me permission to tell her. I don't know why she wouldn't, but you know me, I'm very respectful of that. But she said something else to me. I forgot where I was going with this story, just about my energy and who I was. But yesterday I was talking about influence. So my mother called me yesterday morning as the video was uploaded and producing, and she lives about an hour away from me, but I work halfway between where my mom lives and where I live in the town near Disney, called Celebration. So my mother said, we've got a friend in the hospital over there. She woke up crying. Another one of my mom's friends was talking to her. Can you pop in? So, I got off the phone with my mom, and of course I said, I'll see how it works out. I got her name and everything. And it's funny because her last name, I said, she gave me the first name. I said, okay. And I said, well, what's her last name? And I said, okay, I wrote it down. So then when I walk up to the desk and I say, I need to see, and the name I didn't realize was a comedian from days gone by, and I'm not going to say the name, but it'd be like me saying, I need to see Jim Carrey. And I was laughing, but she also has a middle name. It's like a first name with two names. So I said, we'll say, Jimmy Lee Carey. So it sounded different, but it was funny because it was like I was making a joke. I need to see Jim Carrey. But anyway, so I had the note in my pocket throughout the day. That's not her name, just so you know. Are we clear on that? You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying not to say names on here. Privacy. It's the respect. So I'm walking around with a note in my pocket, and I would touch it every once in a while. I go, is now the time? Because there was part of me that was like, ugh. Really? I don't really like going into hospitals. Someone is crying in surgery. And I just took a moment, and in my head I said, I know who you are. I know what you are. I know how you serve. And I kept feeling the overwhelming feeling that I needed to go. So I went. Knock, knock, knock. There's a curtain. Hey, it's a friend of a friend of a friend. They're like, come on in. So I got to, she's laying in bed. She's in good spirits. Her husband's there. We got to reminisce. I mean, she went to high school with my dad. It goes way, way, way back. She didn't really know who I was at that point, but I was like, hey, I'm so-and-so's middle son. Here I am. But I realized when I left, because I texted my mom, I said I went to see her, and then, of course, she texted, and then by this time, she's already calling her friend and my mom, and my mom texted back and said, you made 3 old ladies very happy. Well, I realized, again, the influence that, not because of me, but because I was allowed to walk in high vibration. I allowed the energy to flow through me. I could have said no. So there is part of me who is taking responsibility, who is stepping up. So there is part of me that I have to realize, I go, okay, you did good. You did good. I have to realize that because I am human and I could have said no. So this is me stepping into more of who I am, which is why everything is opening up in the world and TV and all that kind of stuff. So I know that me being there made a difference. I know that my vibration made a difference. Because if a butterfly can fart in China and make a difference in my world, I know walking into a room with the high vibration that I have can make a difference. And that's what I'm talking about the other day with influence. So, but I did check in because I know there'll be a time when someone will say, hey, can you go visit so-and-so in the hospital? I'm going to be like, no, it doesn't feel right. It's not right. And either they wouldn't receive it or it wouldn't feel good. Whatever reason, trust your intuition. But you know what? I could have just walked past the room with the influence. And I know who you are. I know what you are. I know how you serve. And still made an influence. When my mom told me, I could have just, thought high vibrational thoughts for this person and made a difference and influenced the energy of that day. But it turned out very well. It was harmless for me. And the reason why I don't like hospitals so much is because I feel like I can't be myself, which is that joking person, that fun, high vibration person. And, I've been in too many closets and I've not been myself too many times. I'm respectful still, but I'm really, really stepping into my truth in hand and living that as best I can with respect and with internal guidance. So all that being said, thank you. Some cat or somebody's playing with something in the other room. I'm going to go check on that. So is Bart behind me? Yeah, can you see Bart back here? There's Bart. Bart, you want to say hello? Oh, somebody at the door. So thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.